a kid growing up, I never really had a best friend. I didn't have that one person that was always with me every day. And I was also the subject of bullying, which might have had something to do with the fact that I didn't belong to a certain clique in the class. However, in the 8th grade, and especially in high school, something changed. Maybe it was a defense system of some sort, but I began becoming that person who kind of talks to everybody, kind of like a floater. I still didn't have a best friend, the class was still divided into different cliques, but I was one of those who could float between these cliques, regardless of their social status in the class. But when it came to going to parties, I often found myself alone. That social approach I had used in class didn't really work in that setting, and I often referred, in a way, to the song, "What the hell am I doing here?" That facade often got smashed, and as I left the parties, I would think, "To hell with you all, you will regret not being my friend, I will show you." I blamed them and I victimized myself, for how could this be my fault? Wasn't it their responsibility to include me? Probably not. Because friendship is a two-way street, and sometimes that street is on a hill, which means that one of the persons have to put an extra effort to get up the hill. There were so many feelings throughout my teenage years, and it was in music that I managed to sort out and keep moving on to find those new streets. The sense of loneliness can manifest itself in many ways, but for me it often most correlates with your relation to other people. The sense of knowing that other people care about you, that they take the time to call you up unexpectedly just to see how you are. Even though this video is not about friendship per se, it does situate itself in the wake of it, and most often the feeling of loneliness can be balanced by the state of how you relate to other people and how they relate to you. When I moved to Norway in 2008 to study, I often found myself alone. And what I did was I found comfort by making these video vlogs. And it's ironic that my experience of loneliness there actually threw me into the most social sphere I've ever experienced. It opened up doors to a so far 6-year journey where I've met people, countless amount of people from all over the world, including Amanda Dreamingcarpet, who I'm sharing this project with. Here's something. When you have the time, look through your Facebook feed, look through your Twitter feed, and see if you can see any signs of loneliness. And if you do, call that person up, send that person a message just to say hi. Last year around New Year's Eve, I sent out a lot of Facebook messages to people just to say hi and just to kind of check in and see what they were doing, wish them a happy new year. And one of the responses I got from that was this. The fact that you took the time to write such a personal and heartfelt note reassures me that there are people who get things at a deeper level, and that's a gift. And one day I will tell you how truly important it was to get this note at this particular time in my life. What are your thoughts about loneliness? How have you experienced it, and in which way has it affected you, both in good ways and in bad ways? Feel free to share your experiences in the comments below and reply to other people sharing their stories. Also, if you want, make your own video about this topic, share your experiences, and we'll link the video both in the description of this video and at the end of the video. So feel free to share and talk about this, because loneliness doesn't affect only you, it affects everybody around you. Keep that in mind.